and today I'll be explaining Sprint 4. So let's start with the roadmaps. As you can see, we have added a new epic, which is the Power BI. And for the Jira setup, I have posted the backlogs. As you can see, these are the issues for Sprint 4, and also I have assigned them to my team members, as you can see right over here. And then the amount of time we all have spent is this one. Every week, I mean, for the last 2 weeks, we have spent this amount of hours on this sprint. And then for the retro sprint report, so for sprint 3, we actually finalized the query, but we actually didn't do the SSIS implementation. But on sprint 4, we actually improved it and did the SSIS implementation, and also we had more understanding of how to use SSIS and SSRS. But for sprint 3, we did SSRS implementation, but for sprint 4, we have did a much better job on SSIS implementation or for this sprint. And for sprint planning document, we basically converted catalog PDF file to .csv file, and then also focused more into SSIS and SSRS implementation, and also the Power BI strategy, and also each of us started learning how to use Power BI. For the Scrum document, so the first time we met was on for this sprint is on 20th February, and as a Scrum Master, I started setting up the Jira for Sprint 4, and then also assigned the issues to the team members. And Blendin was working on SSIS implementation. Samiksha started working on SSRS implementation. Ruslan was working on Part Chart and also on Scrum document, and Johnson started working on converting the catalog PDF file to .csv file. The second meeting was on reviewing SSRS, Power BI strategy, and taking updates for all the team members. That's on my side. And then Blendin worked on reviewing SSIS implementation. Samiksha did the same thing for SSRS implementation. And Ruslan worked on MongoDB strategy, Scrum document, and Johnson worked on SSIS implementation and helped Blendin to work on that too. And for the last meeting, that's on March 3rd, I started working on the video script, slides, and video creation, and Blendin worked again on Power BI and also SSIS implementation. Samiksha kind of reviewed again the SSRS implementation. Rusna worked on Gantt chart, Scrum documents, and Johnson worked on the same thing, SSIS implementation. This is our part chart. Well, the part chart didn't change from sprint 3 because it's pretty much the same thing on sprint 4 too. And yeah, next move to next one. That's the Gantt chart. So Gantt chart, as you can see, these are the updates. And the next one is the sprint burned out chart, as you can see. So for manage Trello, we don't use Trello. We are using just to upload the video. But other than that, I think Jira is way much better to use it than Trello. So yeah. And for SSIS, let's go back to Jira, and as I can show you something from here. So for the SSIS implementation, the goal for this task was to generate an approach of the school catalog for 2010. The target program is information technology. We were using an Excel file, flat file, and we stored the data into a temporary table called temp, and we updated the table course and also inserted the data in course program, and finally we created a query that helped us to achieve our goal. As you can see, the table state before SSIS. So we have program number, as you can see here, program name, program type, course number, course name, credit hours, and so on. So that this table it will help to store the data, and for now it is empty. And then we have the course table course, which has 530 rows before SSIS. So we are mapping the columns from the flat file and the column from the table temp that we store our data into, and then loading the temp table right here, as you can see. And then moving to the next one, which is table table state after SSIS. So we loaded the so the table temp was loaded with 39 records after successfully doing the SSIS, as you can see. And store procedure that will help to insert non-existing records into course table, program table. And over here, 534 rows versus 530 rows before SSIS. And yeah, the screenshot below shows the major difference between the required general education for 2010 and 2009. And this one is for catalog 2010, 81 records. That is an approach for our catalog 2010 that is still to improve for the next sprint. All right, moving on to the presentation again. All right, now it's for SSIS, sorry, SSIRS. So this was done by Samiksha, and just a second, let me just take back. These are the two screenshots though. So these are the two screenshots for the SSRS report. Now let's go back to this one, the transcript. So the transcript actually show this is the PDF version of the transcript that shows how the transcript looks like basically from those two SSRS report. And we have used group to show the transcript by each year and term. We have also calculated the total credits and taken and also the total credits left. All right, that's a long one. Anyway, let's going back to the presentation, the slides. All right, so for MongoDB strategy, it's basically NoSQL are more scalable, and provide superior performance, and its data model address several shortcomings of the relational model. Technical benefits of using NoSQL includes being able to handle large volume of structure and semi-structured and unstructured data. And also MongoDB is basically for agile sprint, quick iteration, and frequently code pushes. And for Power BI, we each of, as I told previously, each member of our team started learning Power BI, and so it creates simple dashboards, charts, and reports to provide visualization of the data, and also connect disparate data sets, transform and clean data into data model. And that's all. Thank you.